Good morning, thrifters. It has been a minute since we have gotten a Facebook score, and we're on our way to one right now. I'll show you a little bit of the conversation that happened above, but this guy has a wide array of stuff that is tested, untested, wide array of consoles. So we are going to head over to, well, basically about 10, 15 minutes away from where we live, not too far. It's a Sunday afternoon. The weather is staying good so far, but that's the plan. Let's go see if we can work out a deal with this guy. All right, so it looks like there's this guy already waiting for me on his porch. He did say that another person was on the way there to look at some stuff and some stuff that I was interested in too. So we're going to see what's kind of left from the deal. It looks like she just left. She was right behind me on this street here. So yeah, we're going to go in here and see what's good.
Right before you messaged me, they came and they bought that and nothing else. They
Gotcha.
got the PS4 aim. But,
Gotcha. Did you sell the games with it too?
I did, yeah.
Gotcha.
And I mean, they paid what I was asking, so
yeah, that's fair.
This is interesting. There's two Xboxes in here. One of them has a Xenium chip, which allows it to play burned games. There's, I think, 6 or 8 controllers.
Wow.
Unfortunately, the one with the Xenium chip is broke, and the one without the Xenium chip works.
What's going on with the Xenium chip one?
I don't know. I got them from a guy who basically was like, so this was my project. I installed the Xenium chip. It works really great. Plays these burned games. I have this giant stack. He goes, I got a second one that works really well. Yeah. And I play on it. And he was like, I meant to switch the Xenium chip over to the other one. Gotcha. But I never did. And I was like, that sounds like a great project for me. And then I got it. And then I got into other stuff. And I was like, well, damn, now I don't have time either.
Right. I understand how that goes. Definitely interested in the Genesis stuff. I wanted to take a look at some of these.
I think all the PS1 games were like pictured, but like I don't have a PS. Out of the cases are garbage.
Right, yeah.
Right, at the end of the day, like the discs, that's a piece of crap. Like I haven't looked at any of them. So like this is your mileage may vary.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Powerpuff Girls, alright.
Yeah, that one, if it works, is a pricey game. Yeah, that one just
oh no! See, that's what worries me right there.
I don't have one to test it. I mean, technically, I have one somewhere, but
yeah.
It's buried.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, that one might clean up.
Roger likes to bite things.
Jet Moto, a classic.
Crash 2.
Yeah, Crash 2, that's a fun one. Yeah, for sure.
Again, if it works.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we got super clean Sega cart here.
Yeah, I couldn't even believe when I got those. I was
like,
what?
That's like insanely clean. Almost, yeah, you could told me that's a reproduction, and I would have been like, yeah, maybe.
The other one's the same way.
Is it? Yeah.
Dirty on the outside, clean as a whistle on the inside.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's wild.
I suspect, like I said, I suspect they were buried and those cases were closed.
Yeah.
And the cases just kept everything out.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm interested in these, and I'm interested in the PS1 games. And why not? Let's throw in Homer too.
Right. I always wanted to try that one, but I ultimately bought my own hacked Xbox. So
gotcha.
I can play it on.
Gotcha. Well, there's a couple. It's on a couple different consoles too.
Sure. Yeah, you can play it on GameCube. Works great. I used it on my N64.
Yeah, and it's Super Smash.
No problem.
Gotcha.
The two consoles are very similar condition to all the other stuff that was buried.
Gotcha.
The pins look good. The connectors in the back look good. Like, there's no obvious reason why it shouldn't work, except both of the reset buttons are stuck down. Around the pins looks like garbage, but I mean, who cares about around the pins?
Right.
The center, I don't know, connector piece that you usually replace with the red one.
Yeah, right. The jumper
pack.
pack.
They were in pretty good shape.
Did this come with this black jumper pack?
It did.
I
have no idea, like, who owned it or what their deal was.
Right, right. Because this looked like a Japanese jumper pack.
The text at the bottom of it is in Japanese.
Yeah, because the traditionally they're red. Yeah. What do we think on this pile right here? What do we think so far? What I got there?
You know what? I have no idea on the Genesis games. Like, I would have to look those up.
The Genesis games are $20 retail, pretty much.
Okay, so that's fine. So that would be, 70 and 50, plus the boxes. Who knows what those are worth?
Yeah, even if they can be into, I'm willing to take a shot on the boxes.
Yeah. Because
they are pretty mangled, but I'm willing to take a shot on the boxes.
I tell you what, so normally I would just go like, well, it's like $130. You got $30 for Homer and all this other stuff.
Right.
I really want to unload these N64s.
Okay.
So I would could we do like 210, but you get that whole pile, Smash Brothers and the two N64s, and I get them out of my house. And you can have a TG16 game that you never wanted.
Would you do 160?
No, I can't do 160. But like,
I'm just trying to think of the time that I'm going to sink into those N64s.
That's fine. Let's throw those out then. Like, okay. Like this pile, it's 40 and 70 and 50. This is like 100 and.
I'm thinking like
or something with this, but like, who knows on the PlayStation 1 games? Like, for this, and I hate to say it, but like, you've got to.
That's where I'm also worried about the.
You've got to take these things. If you want just that pile, you can do that for $100. I mean, Homer's $30 by himself.
I think that you're about there.
I think the PlayStation 1 games will probably work.
That's the one thing that I am worried about.
But you never know. And if it doesn't, you sell it to somebody else and go like, this doesn't work, but maybe you're better with these than I am.
Right.
But like, you'd know, right? So like, I like to test things and go like, this isn't sold as is. Like, these don't work.
Right.
Right. I'm telling you.
Right.
Those don't work. Like that, I don't know.
Right.
Ooh, if it helps, I'd also sell you the headset for $50, and if it doesn't work, I'll give you your money back. Just bring it back.
I think I'm gonna pass on the headset probably. Yeah.
Headsets are so hard to resell. Like, that's why
they are.
I just can't unload them.
They are.
And if you're thinking, why didn't he just clean this up?
I know. No, not you, but the guy that had them.
Like, they're just dirty. And I was like, you know what? I could spend an hour cleaning these up, and I would get $4 extra for them. Like, it's about functionality, and do they have parts that work?
Right. Do you want to do 175 with the N64s? Will that work for you? The only reason I think that even 100 on that is the PS1 games are...
They're dicey.
They're dicey. So I think that 175 is pretty fair, in my humble opinion.
Man.
And with the box conditions too. That's...
Right, yeah, the boxes are...
The boxes are something.
Trying to think if I got anything else where I can go like, okay, I can do that kind of discount because I'm selling just a crap ton of stuff.
Right.
I don't have anything else that's any good. That's all old, used junk.
I tell you what. Okay, you want to do an even two? Maybe throw in the headset? Yeah,
I tell you what, That is really hard to sell. And I would not look forward to having that on my kitchen table for another year. So
sounds good.
That actually makes my life better.
Sounds good. All right, let's do an even two. So we are here at Academy Sports, and we are going to get a new grip for our vocal racket that we found the other day in the bins. I was going to order some grips off Amazon, but the prices were pretty similar, and I don't have to wait a couple days for it to get shipped. So yeah, follow along with me in my journey to re-grip this bad boy and trade it in for some video game money. But Ray, why is there black stuff all over your fingers? Well, you guys know that we like to teach you guys things and learn from you guys, but yeah, wear some gloves when you take an old grip off. I took the old grip off in the parking lot to see if it would match the new one that I bought, just to be sure, and that's what happened. Okay, so wrestling with the getting the old grip off was fairly easy. The new grip was about $7.60 something from the local sports store, and it's got this little backing on it that you peel off, and that's your sticky part. Even though this is already still pretty sticky, we're not going to mess with like cleaning it off. I think it should be fine, and we're going to go ahead and regrip this bad boy, and you guys will see it here in a second. All right, guys, education time. So when you do this, start from the top. I tried starting from the bottom. That wasn't working. And also, when you do this, make sure that you are overlapping on this little lower portion. You guys can kind of see it right there, but make sure every time you come around that you're lapping over that so it's uniform whenever it's done. Alrighty, guys, there is the completed grip. We're all good to go. My dad's doing the inspection. What do you think? No, I bought it. Traded in for money. So now that we got our new grip on there, we're actually going to go through and just give it a light cleaning. It really doesn't need much, guys. This racket is in pretty freaking good condition. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and just give it a quick scrub and send it on its way. Okay, guys, sorry for the little detour with the racket, but I just wanted to knock that out because we are planning on going to the sports store and the game store later today, so hang tight for that. But diving back into the Facebook find that we got, the Facebook haul, we are going to do a little restoration on these boxes that need a lot of love. I hope you guys can see more now of the condition that these boxes are in, but they are looking pretty rough. So we're gonna start off with honestly just I don't even want to like clean them right now. I just actually want to flatten them and get them structurally sound before we start messing with, you know, different methods to daintily clean this cardboard, because this stuff is disgusting. So we're gonna hop into it. We're going to get a t-shirt and flatten these out so they're nice and crisp as much as they can be. There are some broken tabs and stuff, so it is going to be a little miracle for these to come back to life, but I'm feeling good about it. All right, guys, so ActRaiser 2 is done. We actually are going to make sure that these sit under something heavy for at least a couple hours before we fold them back into their original shape. I know you guys are wanting to see that, but we're also gonna clean it too after we flatten them. So on to the next. Let's keep this train going. Also, just a note on the one Sega game that we had, the Genesis game that we had, the inside cardboard is something that we're going to flatten on top of actually flattening the outer case itself. So just so you guys know how that operates if you don't know. Also, I want to be part of the Sega Club, so if that still exists, let me get in. How much do I got to pay? I want to be in the Sega Club. Okay guys, last one is done, and Donkey Kong is looking rough. It's missing 2 tabs, and it's super dirty. It's got this massive crease on the bottom, crease on the top, but I think we can still make this look decent. Decent to good is what I think we can do. But we've just been storing them under this heavy box right here and just letting them do their thing. We're gonna at least do that for another maybe 10 to 20 minutes, and then we'll take them out and we'll get to cleaning. All right, y'all, so now that we have everything with the boxes squared away, we are heading down to the sporting goods store. And if you guys were curious where I was there, it looked like unfamiliar background. That's because I was at my parents' house and I just so happened to be in the area. So I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna do everything right here. So with that being said, yep, we're gonna go down to the sporting goods store. We actually only have 2 items to trade in today. It's gonna be the smallest trade-in we've ever had, but I think probably 2 of the most quality items we've ever tried to trade in. So I'm gonna be super happy at 20 bucks, I think, cash. And then we'll pop over to Trading Games and see what kind of goodies we can dig up there. We also have some discs that need to be resurfaced from that haul that we got, that Facebook haul. So stay tuned. Alrighty guys, so like I said, this is what we're working with today. We've got our racket, we've got our cleats here from the bins. So I mean, all together we're maybe looking at, like, I don't know, probably $8 to $9 into it, because we spent about $7 on the grip. The racket's really light. The shoes are pretty light themselves as well. So I mean, if we double our money, I'll be happy. But let's go inside and see what happens.
So either do 15 cash or 20 credits.
All right, I will take the cash. I just let out a huge sigh when they said 15, because I know that racket can go for more on eBay. And I want to be clear, guys, like, this stuff can go for more on eBay, but for me to get more, you know, sports stuff in bulk by the pound and then just offload it to them and get cold hard cash for it, it's sometimes, you know, is just more of a time thing. Especially, like I said before, I mean, this sporting goods place is right by our favorite video game store, so it kind of works out. Like, we can just go in here, we can get cold hard cash, we can still make a profit at the end of the day and use that money to go and buy games to add to our collection. So that's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, it wasn't the 20 that we were hoping for, but we still made a couple bucks. Again, guys, like, I mean, we haven't had like any over the moon, you know, sort of trade-ins yet, but hopefully maybe one day we will. So we'll see. Also wanted to add that they also keep your name in the system when you come and trade things in. So I also am curious if the frequency that I come to trade stuff in is lowering the amount that they give me every time. Kind of seems that way. Not 100% sure. I mean, we did just get 15 bucks for 2 items, which is pretty good. Usually we're coming with, like, you know, anywhere from like 8 to 12 items. So I don't know. We'll keep doing it as long as it keeps making us a net profit. Guys, I can't stay away from the pawn shop. This place is awesome because sometimes they'll take stuff that the sporting goods place won't take, and so we're gonna try and see if they'll take this bat that the sporting goods place didn't take. I mean, it's still in pretty good condition. It's got the certification for the newer stuff, so hopefully they take it and we get a couple extra bucks. All right, guys, so good news and bad news. The bad news is they didn't take our bat. They did look it up on eBay and they're like, yep, no, not worth our time. But the good news is we got some games for $1 a piece. They always have Xbox and PS2 for $1 a piece. And of course, a classic Midnight Club, which is fairly popular. Jack and Daxter, again, kind of a classic. And then this was just more for the personal collection because I thought it was just a really neat game and you just don't see it very often. So personal collection, but between these 3 games, I mean, I see probably, around 20 bucks in value. So I think we did okay for $4. Onward to the game shop. So the main thing that brings us here to good old Trading Games is the fact that they resurface games really well. I highly recommend, if you're in the St. Louis area, to check them out if you need games resurfaced. They've done a very good job for me. But we got Gex, Twisted Metal, and Overblood from that Facebook haul, and they need some love. Obviously the cases are going to be replaced on all of these. I just haven't done it yet. And then we also had the Grinch from the bins, I believe is where we got that game from, and I actually forgot what was in here. Oh yeah, we got a loose copy of Punch Out for the Wii that needs to be resurfaced. So yeah, we're just going to kind of take all these in and get them all done at one time is usually what I like to do instead of doing it by piecemeal. Just makes it easier, and the price is right for doing them in bulk too. So also, let's not forget, we're going to be looking for Genesis Complete in box stuff. I mean, that's just always a given here. So we have the greatest hits version of 7, and I would like to have the Black Label at some point. Of course, a very, very classic Streets of Rage. I actually had that complete, and who knows where it went. Very tempting to pick that up today. Very, very tempting. We already have MK3. Some good stuff in the case right now. Some good stuff in the case. Some Mega Man X. Really great. This is a Final Fantasy that is SDN I need, and it's $140. Oh, and there's Tactics over there for $40 though. That's kind of cool. Think about those for sure. They have some really nice handheld stuff right now. Really nice stuff. Oh, it was hard to walk away today without buying anything, but we have to come back tomorrow. They're actually super backed up with resurfacing discs. So we'll be back tomorrow, and maybe we'll make a final decision then. But for now, we're gonna go back home and discuss everything about the Facebook haul that we just got, and we'll kind of just make a plan of action with that and go from there. Okay, going over the rest of the haul that you guys have, I mean, you guys kind of saw, but didn't totally see. I also want to put the haul total. I've been bad about doing that lately, guys, and I do apologize. But the Astro A50s look to be in pretty decent shape. They did come with an optical cable, so the only thing that I'm missing is the power for the base. The power cord for the base, but I don't think that that should be too big of an issue. It might be, actually, it looks like it's powered by USB, so that's actually good, micro USB. So we should be able to test that out, no problem. It looks to be in great condition. I mean, we'll see what that fetches on eBay, but I'll just put what we think we can get up top here soon. The couple of N64s are rough, man. These things are rough, and that's why I was hesitant to even give 200 for everything, but I think between the two, we can get something decent going. This little piece right here is what worries me about this one right here. If we can maybe find another N64 for parts really, really cheap, maybe we can just swap out the top and this can be a working N64 again. But as far as I'm concerned, this is going to be for parts only. And speaking of, like, this one will be, you know, the main one we get some money out of. Super Smash, he said it worked, so that'll be sold as well. We got some PS1 games, Crash Bandicoot 2, Steel Rain, Perfect Weapon, Jet Moto 2, Namco Museum Volume 1, Frogger, and Powerpuff Girls. And then one regular Xbox game, which was Simpsons Hit and Run. It is complete, super clean. It just, the case needs cleaning. And then of course my favorite part of the haul was the two Genesis games, and they just need cleaning on the outside. They really do. The artwork is not bad. The cartridges and the manuals are super clean in both of them, in both Arrow, the Acrobat, and Alex Kidd. So super happy to have those. But like I said, guys, the total will be up top there. And with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. We always appreciate it. And, you know, honestly, I forgot about Facebook. So be on the lookout. Set an alert on your Facebook Marketplace. You can set a custom alert to, you know, it'll tell you when a certain search term will pop up, you know, so be on top of that stuff. All right, we'll see you guys later. Be fun. Have thrifting adventures with your friends. Show love. Peace out, guys. Guys, I almost forgot. This guy also gave me Pac-Land for the TurboGrafx 16, which is pretty cool. And it is complete. It just needs to be cleaned. So that's pretty cool. He threw it in for free. I was like, heck yeah, awesome. Okay, guys, I swear this is the last thing. So we are going to make a episode where we just catch up on all of our projects, and this is going to be one of them. So don't think we're not gonna, you know, we're gonna not show the ending to the restoration of these. Please just hang in there with me, guys. A lot on my plate, so yeah, there will be a video of like updates of everything, like the switch, the dog pee switch, and all of that stuff will be updated in an episode. I promise you guys.